Okay, hey guys, thanks for hopping on tonight. Jill, Marissa, Victoria, and I have been chatting. Y'all have probably seen that we've been doing things a little bit different on the page, and Marissa and Victoria have been helping us out a lot. So we are going to kind of minimize, but make it very streamlined and a lot more effective for everyone, the things that we're going to be doing in the team page, because everyone is super busy, and I feel like it's a little bit overwhelming when there's a lot of stuff going down. So you have seen that we have consolidated the pages. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about a new schedule. We aren't going to do weekly team calls anymore, because it's like literally you do a team call, then you blink and it's the next Monday and you're like, oh my gosh, how was it already Monday again? So we want everything to be more impactful, and we also want to lean more on the corporate side.
And Monday's the Bachelor, so
Yeah, Monday, yeah. But Monday's the day that I run on my errands, so just kidding. But it is. So we're definitely going to maximize our time and do maximum effort on stuff, but do less things. So anyways, we're just going to kind of jump into it. So I'll talk about what we're doing in B-Plexes, and I'm going to flip it over to Jill. She'll talk about what we're going to be doing, some of Plexus things that are going on. They just have great resources, and I feel like when we talked about this, and this is why we're changing things up, when we started, there was not resources, so we had to create them all. And so it has taken Jill and I, and we still aren't good at this, a really long time to break our bad habit of feeling like we have to create everything. And so that's what we're trying to stop doing, is actually use what Plexus pays people 6 figures to create rather than us like hustling and scrambling to try and get stuff that isn't even as good as quality as them. So the things that we're going to do, and we're going to change up, and we'll make a post about this. So I'll probably write one up tomorrow, like kind of notes, and just jot them down. We're not going to do calendars anymore, just because I feel like that's like a lot of pressure. And I feel like if you don't stick to stuff and stuff changes, then it's like, well, what's going on this week? But we are going to do some things the same every single week. Well, I may do a calendar. I don't know yet. But the first Monday of the month, we're going to do a team call. So it's going to be where we all hop on, and Plexus has a Joel call now, which is really awesome. So Jill and I get to get on the call, and they tell us everything that's going to happen for the month, which they did not used to do. So we didn't know. So it's like when we got the email, y'all got the email. So it was a surprise of what was coming up. But we know now a week in advance what's coming up, so we can prep our next month. So we know all the incentives that are going on. We know if there's any giveaways. We know if they're doing free shipping or, promo codes, whatever they're doing. So we can prep better for that. So what we're going to do is the first Monday of every month, we're going to have our big team call. Everyone's going to get on. It's kind of going to be like a staff meeting, like, hey, this is what's going on. Do you have questions? So more of like an information type thing. And then instead of team calls the rest of the month on Mondays, because I do think it is very important for people to show up and listen to trainings, because if not, it's like, okay, we're only going to meet 12 times a year and you're going to have a successful business? Probably not. But Plexus has awesome Motivation Monday calls. I have not watched today's, but I'm going to tell you what they do. So they send out, usually the week before, they actually have a call calendar on the Plexus Ambassador page that they put all the month's calls on. But usually the week before, they'll post a link for Monday's call. It's every Monday at 4 p.m. It's Motivation Monday, and it's about an hour long. It is so informative. I've been listening to them for probably like a month and a half now, and it has changed the way I've done a lot of things in my business, and it is the best of the best people that are getting on and coaching you. But what I really love is that on the Motivation Monday calls, it's corporate getting on there, and Genevieve is the one that is administering whatever's happening. So sometimes she has ambassadors on there, sometimes she doesn't, sometimes they're talking about product information. But whenever everyone's like, oh my gosh, how do you know everything about the promos? I find out on Motivation Monday, they give so much new information on those calls. It's crazy. Like, for instance, Motivation Monday is where I found out that if you order 150 PV of in your back office, so in your personal order, you order 150 PV, you get a bottle of free CBD again this month. That's how I found out about it. So if I would have not been on Motivation Monday, I would have not known that. I found out about the Mexico launch on Motivation Monday. I found out about convention stuff on Motivation Monday. So a lot of stuff comes out on those. So what we want y'all to do, instead of getting on team calls on Monday nights, we want y'all to listen to those. So we're going to be posting every week. One of us is going to post the link for the Motivation Monday call. And then I will tomorrow morning. It usually takes them like 24 hours to get the link up. But once they have the recording tomorrow, I will snag that and I will post it in bPlexus. And we're going to do some sort of fun giveaway. It might be, for a pair of earrings, or it might be for whatever, some fun, just something fun and small. But yeah, listen to the call, comment your takeaway, and then we'll draw for winners. But we're doing that so that y'all can be more plugged in and be more in tune with what's going on. Because when you know what's going on, you'll participate. So that's what we want y'all to do on Mondays, is listen to the Motivation Monday call. It's about an hour long, like we said. Give you lots of good information. Team calls, big team calls every first Monday. And then what else am I missing? That's the two big things that we talked about doing.
I just want to kind of chime in there about when Rachel was talking about the calls for Motivation Monday. It just kind of took me back to 6 years ago. So Celeste Gwynn is a Double Diamond ambassador, and Jen Hawkins is a Double Diamond ambassador. And this was before Brooke Hemingway, so she's a Double Diamond as well. We have 3 Double Diamonds in the company. If you didn't know that, they have not only reached the top of the company, but have done it again. So Jen Hawkins, Celeste Gwynn, and there's a Diamond ambassador also called, her name is Suzanne Clinton. Every single week, they used to do the DDD calls. That's what they call them. Destination Diamond Dream Team. And it was ran by those 3 girls who literally are like pioneers of Plexus. They have been around in Plexus for so long, and they had no resources whatsoever. And they got a whim one day and was like, dude, how are we going to motivate our teams? Let's use this thing called conference calling, not Zoom calling. It was conference calling. You couldn't see anybody's face. You had to dial in like, we've come so far in 6 years. And you could listen like you were on a legit conference call, and they would have a different person share their story every week for product and for business, and to just amp somebody up. And they would post the recording. It was this cheesy graphic. It looked so 1980s. Again, how far we've come in social media in just a matter of 6 years. And every single week, we would like beat each other to get the recording. And it'd be like, did you listen to DD yet? No. Don't tell me. I'll do it when I'm grading papers. Like, oh my God, don't tell me. I'll do it when on my drive home. And we were so excited to listen to a DDD call, because it amped us up. It gave us real live stories of real life women and men who were doing what we wanted to do: build a business, earn money, stay home, quit their jobs, pay off debt, travel, get a Lexus, go to Hawaii, live whatever they wanted to do. We wanted that. And so we were eager. And I'm like, I want to listen to anybody who is where I want to be. And that's exactly the way why a lot of us love podcasts today, or we love listening to pastors or whoever. You're like, you are where I want to be. So I'm going to sit and I'm going to learn from you. And so that's just the way it was. It was so exciting. And we would compare thoughts and ideas and notes. And then Celeste Gwynn and Jen Hawkins got so incredibly large, like in crazy busy teams, and it got exhausting for them, which I can imagine, right? Hello. I've been there as a diamond. Rachel's there as an emerald. We do things and it's so extremely exhausting, and you're like, I can't one-man band anymore. So you backpedal and you stop. We've all done those things. Well, we have tried many times, not just we, but like Plexus groups and Diamonds and Jewels and people have tried to put these types of calls together, and we've tried to reinvent the wheel for literally 5 years to get this back, because it's been so amazing. And for a probably solid 3 years, a Jewel would ask another Jewel to come in onto their team page and be a guest speaker. And I did that hundreds of times, and it was such an honor. And so many of you have listened to other Jewels, and it's such an honor. And then we got this new great thing called live videos. And then for about a year and a half, everybody was like, hey, will you go live on my team page? Hey, will you go live? Hey. And then it was like, oh, just watch this person's story. Oh, just get on this person's YouTube. Go watch their Instagram. Well, it never brought back that great engagement that we used to have before we tried to change everything. So Plexus now has Motivation Monday, and it literally reminds me of DDD calls, and it makes me feel really cool and warm and fuzzy, and it's nostalgic, and it's like your grandma's cooking that like nothing else can compare, and it's really good stuff. And nobody held us accountable to say, here, go watch it. Here's your prize. Here, go do that. Nobody said, okay, turn in your homework. It was, no, I'm eager to learn. I'm eager to do this. And so I challenge you to, through your busy day, your commuting, dishes, grading papers, painting your nails, me doing my nails tonight, whatever that may look like for you, putting up the groceries, meal prepping in the kitchen. You don't have to sit down at your desk to be successful and watch a Motivational Monday video. I'm the most successful, like grabbing the nuggets when I don't have a pen and paper in hand, taking notes. When I'm literally multitasking and like, oh, that was great. Oh, hey, heard that. Ooh, ah. It's okay to do that, even on a treadmill or whatever that might be. So I just really wanted to put that in there, that these are really, really great things, and they really build your business when you utilize them.
I was muted. Ditto. Yeah, I walk when I'm on the treadmill, or I listen when I'm on the treadmill. I have it. Okay, let me pull up my Angel's Notes and make sure we go over everything. Okay, the other thing that we're gonna do, so we're gonna switch up our 3-day challenges, which I'm really excited about these. 3-day challenges work. That's all there is to it. They're awesome. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. And they're so cool. People get excited, but also people get to try before they buy, which is what they like. And y'all, that's what I've been switching. I've been doing it on my own, not as a team. So we want to do it as a team. But I have signed up so many ambassadors and so many customers in the past 2 months since I've been listening to Motivation Monday, because they push 3-way challenges. And that's what I've been doing. Almost every single person that orders a 3-day challenge signs up as either a customer or an ambassador. So they work. So what we're going to do is, we used to do this as a team, and then we stopped because we always do that. Why? We don't know. But we used to run these big challenges, and they were awesome. They were exciting, and they were once a month. So we're going to go back to that because it's exciting and it works. We've played around with how we want to do it, and I think this is what we're going to do. We don't want to overwhelm and do it every week or even twice a month, because we want people to have time to really get their product in. So what we're going to do is, the first week of the month, we're going to do an IPA challenge. So
like we're all used to doing, because we have to actually invite, sorry to interrupt you, we actually invite, we have to model that for anybody that's joining us as well. We have to like, hey, this is what you say, this is what you do. We can't assume, and we all assume, but we can't. So it's like, we have to beat that over and over again. We all need to work on our wording. We all need to change how we're inviting. We all need to utilize new resources.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first week we're going to do where we give scripts and everything. And the first week, everyone's going to focus on inviting. So messaging, like,
which we're all very used to if you've been around in the team.
Absolutely. And then the second week is whenever people are going to be, we want to give them time to get their product in. So that second week is going to be you really focusing on posting, still messaging people. You can still message people during that second week, and focusing on taking care of the people that did order, getting them excited about getting their products in and all that good stuff. The third week is we're actually going to run the 3-day challenge. So it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days. And we will provide that for you. Marissa, Victoria, Jill, and myself will do all this for you. And we want to do one a month because we want it to be fun and engaging. They are not fun when only one person comments, or when we're having to beg y'all, like, please go and do this, because we didn't really spend the time that we needed to teaching y'all how to invite people. So the third week, we're going to run the 3-day challenge, and it'll be fun and exciting and big and lots of activity, which we always have a lot of signups when there are lots of activity. And in the fourth week of the month, we're going to focus on closing deals. So we're going to go back to the people that we've been messaging. We're going to go back to our hot prospects. We're going to go to the people who did the 3-day challenge, and we're going to help y'all with wording on how to close the deal, what that looks like, what kind of, okay, what do I do now? They liked it. They liked the 3-day challenge. How do we get them to the next step? So that's how we're going to kind of work the months, is inviting, getting them excited, and then doing the challenge the third, and then closing the fourth, and closing out the month too. Because a lot of times I tell people, and I'm guilty of this, I'm like, okay, well, did you do the end of the month stuff? And they're like, I don't really know what that means. Like, what do you mean end of the month stuff? So we're going to really be teaching y'all and how to do all of that. So we're excited about that. So the 3-day challenge will be on the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th of this month.
Yeah. And true story, it happens, you know, for my own products as well. My last shipment of products took about 6 days to come in. They really did. They took a hot minute. So we can't assume like we're going to invite somebody to something and they're going to be on Tuesday and they're going to be ready to rock on the following Monday with their products. That's really not realistic. We've gone through different companies and third party and UPS, and they've changed some shipping, expedite shipping, and Plexus is working on their stuff too. And I know that they'll narrow it down and get it even better. But right now, the truth is it's taken like 6 days to get your products. And so we've got to work with that and make sure that we're giving people enough time to get those in, educating them, continuing to talk with them with that. Here, girl, I know you're still waiting on your products, but here's a great story. I know you are nursing your little one right now, and I read this story and thought about you. So even educating like that in that week and us modeling that and giving ideas of like, what testimony could you give your potentials this week that's still waiting on their products? You know, who do you got? Let's look at some steps. We really want to model that behavior, and we just want to take it down super, super simple. So just to, you know, kind of regurgitate what Rachel said. First week, IPA. What are we doing? Hey, let's invite some folks. That's what we need to do, because we've got to have income producing activity or nothing's going to happen. We've got to be sharing. We've got to be inviting. We've got to put our product in front of people. We've got to say, hey, girl, I think this is for you. Do this with me. We have to. People are not just going to, they might, but most likely not just come out. Second week, we want to educate. We want to amp them up as they're waiting for it in the mail. We want to say, hey, girl, here's a great product go-to. Here's a video I want you to watch. I'm so excited. Has it gotten to the mail yet? I checked your tracking. Oh my gosh, we can really put that in there, that excitement. Then that third week, girl, you got your products. You ready to open it up? Okay, let's do this. Here's a video of how to shake up your pink drink. Okay, are you ready to be a part of the 3-day? Look what Marissa just shared. She totally shared her story. And look at her. She's an Orange Theory worker outer too. You're going to love this. Oh my gosh. And then that fourth week, girl, I know you loved these products. What's the next option for you? Does option A look great or option B look great? And us modeling that. And so we really want to stick to something super simple, but we needed 4 brains. We need 4 people. And thankfully, Marissa and Victoria have been amazing to work with Rachel and I, and they know how kind of flighty and crazy and sporadic we are, and they have meshed right into that, and they're working really well with us, and they're helping us. Rachel is in her 3rd trimester of being pregnant. I've lost my mind through IVF right now. I'm so highly medicated. I don't know what day it is half the time. And so we need help. And thankfully they have really stepped up to help us. And we are super uber grateful for that. And so hopefully 4 brains are a lot better than our 2. So we're excited for what we've got going on in Plexus. And I just want to throw in before we call, because I know our time is going to be cut real quick. I posted something last night in Plexus about just a fun Valentine's Day sharing thing. And I'm giving away a Loopy case because I'm literally obsessed. I'm in the in crowd right now. By the way, I work at an intermediate school. If you didn't know that, 5th and 6th graders love these kids. Absolutely love them. And my niece is like one of the inner ends, and I'm in the in crowd. They're like, oh, Miss Jill got a Loopy. Oh my God, it's a leopard Loopy. Like, let me see her Loopy. Like, it was the coolest thing ever. I am in the popular group because I got a Loopy. I didn't even know this was a thing. I also found out too that if you want to be a boyfriend, girlfriend with somebody, you ask for their scrunchie. That's a cool thing to find out. But anyway, so the Loopy crowd is it. I found out I'm a cool adult now, and I want y'all to be a cool adult too. And I'm not getting carpal tunnel as much. Workers comp with Plexus on your phone. This Loopy thing's great. It takes your finger off the pressure. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm giving a Loopy case away. And all you have to do is share Plexus and why you love Plexus. It goes with the theme of Valentine's Day. You don't have to share every day. You'll notice on my stories and my page and Rachel's page, we don't post Plexus every single day. Our audience after 6 years really knows we love some Plexus. I don't have to tell them every single day Plexus. I can if I choose to, absolutely, but I don't have to. I share a lot more Plexus in my stories because it works for me. And so that's okay if you're like, oh my God, I know what to share every single day. Share some of your stories and then share some in your page and then share back. So I gave some great ideas with that of what to do. Go back to that post. Every time you do something small or large, put it in there, get your entry. I promise the more engagement you put out about your product, what you love about your product, the convenience of your product, the business that you're working, the paycheck that you're getting, the collaboration, already thinking about Nashville, counting it down, whatever that might be for you, the challenge, lean shakes, collagen. We have so much stuff, your free hemp. Why do you love Plexus? It's easy to share, and that's what's going to get people engaged, and that's what's going to get people naturally going to you and saying, hey, tell me more. Hey, what do you got? Hey, what's going on? And that's the fun kind of sharing, is when you don't have to go dig for somebody. You say, hey, this is what I love, and I share what I love, and I'm pretty committed to what I like, and people naturally flock to you, and they will, because people will believe in a product when they believe in you, and they're only going to believe in you if you believe in yourself. So you got to actually share what you're doing. So challenge you to go and do that. It's super, super, super simple to do. Also too, Plexus had a kickoff call for February with the president, Alec. I personally haven't gotten to listen to it yet. I had a busy day. It's on my agenda to do for tomorrow. So if you haven't had the opportunity to listen to the corporate call, do so. Alec is phenomenal. Some great speakers on there that I've heard, and some great information. Get involved in the company stuff. Our company is amazing. They put out amazing resources, and there's no reason for us to not utilize it. If your business is not moving right now, it's because you're not moving. And I say that very nicely and truthfully. I really, really do. I'm in a hard season right now in my life. Hi, it freaking sucks. But I did sign 5 ambassadors in January, and I did sign 3 customers, because this is my career. This is our family's main income, and I've got to keep going. So when I die down, it's going to die down. I don't have time for it to die down. I have low days and I have low weeks. I have low times, but I got to keep going. It's not an option for me. It's not an option. So if it's not an option for you, keep going. If your business isn't moving right now, look at how you're moving. Are you moving? 5 ambassadors that I signed last month, 4 of them came from December 3-day challenge packs. 4 of them bought a 3-day challenge pack in December and then turned around in January and were ready to commit. Just because you didn't get a watch or an Apple Pipe, whatever they're called, AirPod, doesn't mean you're not successful. Think about, it's not about the prize. It's not about the convention. How are you moving forward? Has your business grown? What do your points look like? What's your paycheck doing? How's your team? Have you shared? Have you shared with new people, not the same 20 over and over? Who have you met new this month? That's a big one, because a lot of times we get stuck in a rut following up with the same 15 people over and over and over who are not ready yet. Who else can you meet at a gym? Who else can you meet at a church? Who else can you meet at Chick-fil-A? Who else can you meet at your job? Who else can you just be a friend to? You don't have to talk Plexus yet, but open up your network. And one of the best examples I think Rachel and I have ever heard was from Leslie Zan, who I feel like she's like dead in network marketing now, but I know she's not. But she was the 6-year ago like prime timer. Leslie Zan, 2 N's. And she always said, have people in your funnel. You should fuel people in your funnel. Think of a funnel that you would pour something to drain. She said, new people are going to go into your funnel. Hi, just met you. Oh my God, love you. Boom. They're a potential. They're in their funnel. They're going and they're going. Guess what? Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. They fell through your funnel. But guess what? Your funnel's going to run dry if you don't keep putting people into your funnel. So ask yourself that. Go back and reflect. Who am I putting into my funnel? And so all of our success is up to us. It's not up to anybody else. It's really not. It's not up to if you have a successful upline or a successful sideline, or your sister was doing it and now she's not doing it, or your BFF was hot and ready to go for 6 months and now she's kind of dead to the world, or your accountability partner is pregnant and she's over here not wanting to take anything anymore. It's not up to anybody else. It's up to us to decide what we're going to do. I promise you, I'm Plexus. I'm here. I promise you, Rachel's Plexus. She's here. I promise you, there's not a plan B for us. This is plan A, and we're here. This is the main income to our family. We live it and we breathe it even through hard times. And I promise you, this works. I got my tax stuff together, and to just see, even in a year that was hard on my business and I backpedaled, wow, what a blessing. What a complete blessing. And if I'd have showed that number to myself 10 years ago, I wouldn't even believe it. I'd break down and absolutely cry and bawl and squall and say, was that the Price is Right? Because it doesn't make any sense to think that I could do that at my home during a hard season of my life. So I challenge you to keep going. This does work if you work. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free.
Boom. Good luck. All right, that was amazing. Word agreed to everything. Okay, so I'm going to post this recording in the morning. I'm going to upload it tonight, and then I'll like write some notes up and post it in the morning. We'll get that IPA challenge popping tomorrow. Other than that, y'all take these links and share them with your teams. Message them. The way that you're going to get your business to grow is to let stuff be more visible to the people on your team, and that's being the more aggressive. I don't want to say aggressive, but the more intentional that you can be with sharing stuff with them, the better. So rather than just tagging, send this link whenever I post it tomorrow and say, hey, watch this. And then follow back up. Hey, what did you think? Okay, what can we do? Let me help you with this. When we post the IPA challenge, don't just tag it and assume, because I see people that tag people for this call and they aren't even on the call. So tagging doesn't really do much, you know? And so it's you showing up as one thing, but also being intentional and leading people to the water and helping them drink, not just, you know, tagging and hoping that they see it, because they're not going to. So I'll post this call tomorrow. I'm not going to give a specific time. I've learned that I'm not making promises because I always break them. But other than that, thank y'all so much for hopping on, and we're excited. We're excited for you. We're excited for Fresh. We're excited to get some systems put back in place, and we're excited for Plexus. Plexus has it going on right now. It's better than it's ever been. So there's no reason why our team shouldn't be better than it's ever been too.
Nope.
Good night, guys.